Greetings, family. I'm hoping that you are doing well. It's been gloomy on our eastern side of Africa, but we celebrate that we are still alive and we thank the Most High for that. So, back to the AES, back to Niger, back to Mali, where after Mali was fought badly by the terrorists with support, with them being supported by Ukraine after they allegedly, talked about it in their different media sources. Some, even the embassy of Ukraine in Senegal, talked about it on their Facebook, leading to the Senegal government calling them off and civil society of Senegal fighting off and calling the government to take responsibility for these people. Mali has finally broken off diplomatic relations with Ukraine. So Mali and Niger has finally broken off diplomatic relations with Ukraine. So Mali would break off relations with immediate effect. That's what Abdoulaye Maïga, that is the government spokesman, said on Sunday. And immediately after that, we saw Niger cutting off diplomatic ties with Ukraine with immediate effect. And this is what the military spokesman, Amadou Abdurrahman, said, considering the seriousness of the situation and Ukraine's recognized and alleged involvement in the aggression against Mali, the government of the Republic of Niger, in full solidarity with the government of people of Mali, is taking the following measures. First, the immediate severance of diplomatic relations between the Republic of Niger and Ukraine, and second, an appeal to the UN Security Council to make a decision regarding the aggression by Ukraine and its sponsors. He also called on the international community to assist Ukraine's decision to defend terrorism in a global context. This came up 2 days after Mali also broke relations with Ukraine. And we also saw the UN Security Council announcing and distributing the letter from Mali that was announcing the severance of diplomatic relations with Ukraine. And this is what Michael Imran Kanu, Sierra Leone's permanent representative to the UN, said in a letter to the members of the Security Council. In quotes, the President of the Security Council extends his respects to the members of the Council and has the honor to transmit for their information a copy of the letter dated August 5th, 2024, from the acting charge to affairs of the permanent mission of Mali to the United Nations, addressed to the President of the Security Council, along with its annex. So Kanu circulated the letter, which included the Mali government statement announcing the break in ties due to Ukraine's support for terrorists. Then we saw Mali coming in saying that these terrorists are usually disguised as diplomats. And Mali is planning to counter any destabilization from the Ukrainian embassies in Africa. So the Malian transitional government will take necessary measures to prevent any destabilization of Mali from African states, particularly from Ukrainian embassies in the sub-region. Moreover, the transition government completely agrees with the diagnosis made by Russia, which has been cautioning the world for years about the neo-Nazi and malicious nature of the Ukrainian authorities. These authorities are now allied with international terrorism, which is contrary to the Ukrainian people's aspiration for peace and stability. Then, today, I have a lot of news from these places. Today, we saw something else. We saw Mali talking about arresting 2 people and launching the judicial investigation after 2 Ukrainian officials openly supported terrorism inside Mali. The disrespect which is here is so huge. So the investigation was opened to shed light on these alleged acts of terrorism, complicity in the acts of terrorism, and financing of terrorism, according to a press release from the Malian and anti-terrorism prosecutor. So the authorities took this decision following the government press release on August 4th, which reported the claims of the spokesman for the Ukrainian military intelligence, Andriy Yusov. He supported his country's involvement in the in an attack by armed terrorist group that led to the death of element of the defense and security forces in Tinzwatene. Also mentioned are the statement of Mr. Yuri Pivovarov, ambassador of Ukraine to Senegal, reaffirming his country's support for the international terrorism, particularly in Mali. This statement by Ukrainian officials led to Bamako breaking of diplomatic relations with Kyiv. These two countries, Niger and Mali, has done what Senegal would have done. What Senegal should have done, and what Burkina should have done. Burkina condemned the fake video, but I've not seen whether they have proof. I think maybe they don't have any diplomatic. But Senegal is I don't know what to say. They should have cancelled these people out and moved.
But we know which side Senegal is playing for. Honestly, from what Sonko and Faye have shown us in the past few days, I think it's just evident that we are on our own.
But Senegal, being a very Islamic country, have always been on the side of Gaza and Russia. I don't know what is happening today, but guys, you can tell us. We need to understand more of what you think, because we have our opinions.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate that people can be at your home and disrespect you, or be in your neighboring country and still in your continent and still disrespect you with the hope that nothing will be done to them. I don't know. Do you know the fact that these people see us as inferior? They just know that there's nothing we can ever do about anything that they do to us. So when we retaliate to them, it's usually a shock, because some things like this, they never expected them to happen. Like Ukraine never thought that these guys would cut off their ties and say, we are done with you guys, just from what they said. They probably thought that there's still some fear. I don't know. I think we just show ourselves as beggars in the outside world, such that people think that we can do nothing about anything. We can never take action against anything. So for Ukraine, I know for sure this was a shocker. And it's good that Mali and Niger have taken a bold stand to say, nonsense, get out. We don't need you anyways. I mean, what kind of relations will Mali and Niger lose out from cancelling this? Nothing really. In fact, they shouldn't even have been in that country. They should go anyways.
Yeah, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you'd love to support us, we have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, and also super chats, super thanks. We will appreciate immensely. Thank you so much. We see you in our next video. Bye bye.